Yeah, maybe, maybe, but the racket will talk.
Welcome back. We are back for Australian Open draw preview. Because it's a very annoying tournament and has started. It does that thing where it wants to make more money, so it starts on a Sunday. Um, and then
Hmm.
on top of that, stupid time zone. We've already had a full day of tennis, but we're gonna still preview the draw. I think,
Hmm.
a lot of the matches that happened yesterday were inconsequential, either in the fact that they were expected in results. So, like the big names who played, they did
Hmm.
as we thought they would, or they were like kind of ignorable matches. There were a few upsets, but
Yeah.
they they mess up my predictions a bit, but not like in the way where my champion is out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And if you remember, dear listeners, who of course know everything about this podcast history, this was our first episode about a year ago, the AO preview. So happy anniversary to us. Thank you for listening along this whole time.
Or,
The
or, or, or some of the time
Yeah,
that
some of the
was
time, yeah. So
when we
first
were
episode
there.
is the first episode is still our biggest episode ever. So let's try to beat it at some point during the years. Maybe that could be our New Year's resolution.
You know
Uh,
when um you know when we get like Bianca on the pod or something like that, and I think we'll get
a
a
breakthrough
good
moment. You know
yeah, a
what?
good
She's
audience.
she's playing ITFs. I really think if there is any time when she would be down for this bullshit, I do think it is now, and it is worth asking for sure.
I thought you were going to say that she wouldn't actually boost our audience numbers because she's playing ITFs and she's kind of like maybe some of her friends will tune in, but
No, I think she would boost it, but maybe because she's on a her ego is probably a bit muffled, a bit down, because she's in fact playing 35K ITS, like not even the good ones, not even the challenger equivalents, like she's down in the doldrums. So I do think she would be open to such media commitments.
is there a reason she picked such a low one?
I think it's because she tried to start from higher up every time and she failed.
Okay. Right, so she's like been losing, but she is into the final, and maybe the final has happened. I don't know. I don't think it's like legal to stream it.
Yeah, I think she'll win, like for sure.
Oh
She had
fuck, yeah.
she had a rough start, but then she started dominating the girls, so should be
Okay,
fine.
good. That would be our first title since 2019.
Love that. Yeah, and podcast anniversary, whatever.
Yeah, the podiversary. Um, that's it. I'm gonna start you off because what we're gonna do is we're gonna preview the draw. We're gonna do our picks. Some have already aged badly, but not my problem. But I want to start you off with a little trivia question. You remember we did quite a lot of these last year.
I am
Um,
ready.
you're ready, okay?
Mhm.
So Venus Williams was playing in the draw, and I think she played very, very well. I watched almost all of that match. I was very impressed. She is 45 years old. I'm sure you know when she played her first professional tennis match.
She played Sanchez Vicario
Hmm.
in 1989.
1989. That's crazy. Okay, so you haven't quite got
Oh,
the year nailed.
if it's peak Sanchez Vicario, it's like 1995.
Yeah, okay. So that's actually not the trivia question. The question I want is
Oh,
how many women who are in the Australian Open draw were alive when Venus Williams played her first match?
how many were alive?
Were alive, as in born yet,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah, so yes, it's people who are 30 or older, if I'm doing this math right, and I actually don't think I am. Um, so there are 128 women in this draw, correct? So I'm going to assume that 40 of them were alive when
40.
when Venus debuted.
Okay. Should I tell you now?
Just do it.
14. Isn't that insane?
I was close insofar as the numbers of kind of, some kind of similar.
Yes, they
Between
said
14,
yeah. Yeah.
14 and 40. Yeah, great. That's clearly what I meant too, so that's good.
Yeah, you can just say like as a translation error. You know, the
Oh,
French
oh
do
yeah.
their numbers in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's absolutely crazy. And I mean, not to spoil what we might mention later on, but she was really very impressive and very much should have won that match, but choked it just at the end.
Yeah.
Um, but I like better. She's playing better than she was in previous years, where like every time she would move, you'd kind of wince a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some of her wincing, but not for her, for other players.
Yeah, it was for how why Danilovic kept hitting the ball back to her.
Yeah.
Not the smartest game plan.
No.
Okay, we're gonna go through our draws. Who we've got. I think we're gonna kind of focus on who's in our quarterfinals, but by doing that, we'll talk through
The
the players that they
sections, yeah.
yeah their little sections. Do you want to start with the men or the women?
The men's.
The men's. Okay, perfect. That's who I've written up first. So obviously number one seed Carlos Alcaraz. He's already played his match against Australian Adam Walton. In his quarter. Is it in his quarter? There are people like Bublik, Davidovich Fokina, Tommy Paul, Kaboli, or there was
Hmm.
Kaboli,
Yeah.
Tiafo, and Dimonor. Who have you got in your quarterfinal, assuming that Alcaraz is one of them?
Yeah, can we talk about the fact that we still have a grown man named Tommy on this professional men's tour? You know, I'm still baffled by him and his name. I
You sound like Mary Carrillo. Was it in the US Open where she said, "I'm not going to call a grown man Stroofy" about Jan Leonard Struff?
well, she should stick to her guns when it comes to Tommy as well. Yeah, is it even his real name? It shouldn't be. Anyways, all that to say that I do have Alcaraz defeating Alex de Minaur in the
Mm.
quarterfinals, which you might find a bit shocking, but de Minaur does make quarterfinals on a very regular basis, including it in his home country of the AO. So yeah, that's what I
What,
have.
what about in that round four there? Because it's quite an interesting lineup to get to the quarters.
Yeah, I forgot who was there.
Okay, I've got Alcaraz beating Tommy Paul to get to the
Uh-huh.
quarterfinal. And
Yeah.
I decided earlier this year, I don't know what it was. I think it was watching the 1 Point Slam. I was like, I remember Tiafo. Maybe he'll be good again
Uh-huh.
this year. So I picked Francis Tiafo to beat
Do, okay.
Dimonor.
Did you see how his run ended?
Did he also get beaten by Joanna Garland?
No, he served against Iga Swiatek and done to serve into the net.
Well, she's a very good returner, so it's intimidating.
Was.
Um, okay, but I love he's got like a Sierra Leonean flag inspired outfit.
That is
Um,
cute. That is very wholesome. I do like
yeah,
it.
which I'm into, and I think I don't know, he's gonna have to do something at some point. So I've got him beating Dimonor. I've also then got him beating Bublik, which would be a pretty impressive back to back. And to be
Yeah.
honest, for Dimonor to beat Bublik would also be impressive, I think.
Yeah, I agree. But I do like his profile against Publix.
Mm. Yeah, although this is a match that's already happened last night. I was expecting Brooksby to cause more problems for Bublik than he did. But it
Yeah.
was straight like 6-4, 6-4, 6-4, I think.
Yeah.
So,
As it turns out, it's the big court advantage, which Public is really enjoying as one of the top seeds. He said as much.
okay, well, like literally physically big, like he likes being able to go far back.
Yeah, and not being like on the parking lot, having like a precise schedule, I think all that really suits him, I guess.
Okay, so the Mr. Nonchalant guy actually really cares about having everything in order.
It's this gimmick is so over. I don't know if you checked his reaction to winning Hong Kong last week or whatever. It's he was once again on the floor crying about being top 10, like whatever, bro.
That's embarrassing. I'd almost rather you go out like Nick Kyrgios and just be like an asshole who doesn't care all throughout, rather than
Hmm.
doing it when you're shit and then all of a sudden when you're being successful, it's like, oh my God, it's so nice to have this. What a beautiful
Hmm.
life. Shut up.
For sure. Yeah, all that to say he's in good form, and he'll probably will be quite difficult for Domino to handle, but I do think
Mm.
Alex can do it. That's
Mhm.
a real name, Alex.
Okay, are you gonna go judge everyone's names then?
just whenever I think of them.
Okay. Um, what about Francis?
Sounds a bit odd in English, I find.
Hmm. Sounds a bit like a terrible country.
And it sounds like a name from that country as well.
Oh, like Françoise.
No, like Francis.
Oh, okay. Right. Um, yeah, and then in the next quarter, there is who is there? There's Zverev, there's Felix Auger-Aliassime, Medvedev, Rublev's in here. Um, who else? Tian, if you're that way
Hmm.
inclined.
Yeah.
Um, who have you got in your quarterfinal?
I do have Medvedev against Auger-Aliassime. I do. And I did
That's
have,
a round four.
uh, so I guess it would be Medvedev against Zverev, unfortunately.
Mm,
But I did initially have Zverev losing to Diallo because when I made my predictions, he was down a set and playing like shit. So
mm,
I was like, you know what? It's 2026. We are not doing this again at AO with Zverev. But he did, in fact, turn it around and win that match. So I guess I do have to commit to the all age-old matchup of Medvedev against Zverev, which Medvedev
yeah.
dominates even at his very lowest. So I do feel pretty good about that.
Didn't he didn't he recently turn it around a bit? Like Zverev won like three in a row or something. There was one of these head-to-heads, maybe it was the
Nope.
no?
Nope.
Okay.
They played in both years, like in the quarterfinals, and Medvedev did win, even though he had been shit in the entire year. So no.
Excellent. Um, yeah, I mean, much like all of these, or many, many pundits who will never ever give up on starting the season by saying, you know what, I think this year Zverev's going to do it. They will
Hmm.
also never give up on saying, you know who's been playing well? Belinda Bencic. I think she's going to do it. Still am seeing videos, clips of pundits saying, he's had a tough time, all this, all that, but I think he's going to get over the line this year. Like,
Hmm.
give it up.
I'm sure. It's funny because this was a very genuine fear of mine for years and years. Like with Big Phil declining was like, I don't know how much I trust these guys to uh, gatekeep Islam from Zverev. But now we do have the boys, and the boys have proven many times over that they can in fact gatekeep the slam from
Mm.
Zverev again and again at every slam, at every opportunity. So now I don't have this fear anymore, and I'm very, very glad about that.
He has so many ways to lose because he's way worse than Sinner and Alcaraz. So if they face him,
Hmm.
like almost in any condition, they'll win.
Yeah.
He has a shit head to head against like that tier of like, well, like a Medvedev type.
Fritz,
And yeah, Fritz,
Ojeda,
Djokovic, all these guys who like, really if it were if you were ignoring who the players are, that you'd think that he would have a chance against them, but he just cannot beat them, and they're the ones who like at
yeah,
the moment you'd think he's a similar level to. And then also
yeah,
there's like a guy, a kind of number of plucky guys who, and even Rinderknecht is in that, I guess, counts as plucky because he took him out at Wimbledon last year. But there's all these guys who can upset him. So there's just so many ways for him to lose that yeah, it's not
yeah.
happening.
I agree with all of that. It just makes me a bit sad because that kind of sounds like Iga's relationship with the top 20 at the moment. So I
Yeah,
don't love that for her. But anyways,
I mean, this is like it's like how can I make this about her? They're just in such different places. It's been like 5 weeks where she's been playing not very well.
bad. Yeah.
So
Uh-huh. That's pretty.
versus Zverev, like almost a decade now. He won his first Masters title in 2016. So let's not compare them in
Uh-huh.
any way. I mean, like
Okay, sure.
way better. Um, yeah. So well, I haven't round four. I actually have Cam Norrie beating Zverev. I think he's. I don't know. I think he's on the up. I don't know. That's the kind of guy who
Absolutely.
I think he could beat him because it's not a. Sometimes when Zverev plays guys who are kind of matching him for level, it's like we'll just keep going longer.
Hmm.
Nori's got those lungs. I trust. I think
Hmm.
he can
It's
go
true.
longer.
He can,
I don't think he's
yeah,
scared.
he
Yeah.
can out survive for sure.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I have Nori taking him
yeah,
out.
and he did
Um,
survive in five last night. No.
yeah, but against an excellent player. a truly excellent player.
Benjamin
But
Bonzi.
yeah, I'm gonna give a pieces of advice to anyone who's listening to this podcast. If you do one thing this year, watch Benjamin Bonzi play tennis. It's lovely.
Hmm.
He's so nice to watch. He's like if I think he looks like male Cocciaretto, and I also mean that to be a good
As a
thing.
compliment, yeah.
Yeah. He's excellent. He's just I think he's really bad at putting it together. His kind of um what's the word? Application. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's not good. So he loses matches.
His skills.
Mm. Yeah, but he's got a good game, got talents. Anyway, I then have Nori losing to Rublev, so Rublev is in my quarterfinal.
I can see
I
that as well.
I think he was quite good in whichever tournament he played before Australia.
Ho- Hong Kong, he lost to Domino in the semifinals.
Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
a.
not Domino, to Musetti,
I thought
Jesus.
it was Musetti, yeah, because it was a
Yes.
pretty high quality match, and like Musetti was really excellent there. So
Mm.
so much so that I thought he was going to win the title, but of course
Famous
not.
last, famous last words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I've got Medvedev beating Felix Auger-Aliassime because of the success in whatever tournament it was that he won. Brisbane, maybe Hobart.
Medvedev did win Brisbane, yes.
Brisbane. Oh, nice. There we go. I do know useless things like that.
She knows a thing or two. It's that one meme. Anyways,
I don't know it.
it's like I think it's like a dog. It's like
A
he
dog.
does, yeah, it's like he does know a thing or two. And it's kind of goofy. Hold
Okay.
on.
I will check it out.
Uh-huh.
I think this is a great opportunity for Medvedev, to be honest, because you'd take
Oh,
him.
it's a cat, not a dog. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Oh my God. You'd take him against Felix, and you'd take him against Rublev, and you'd take him against Zverev. So basically, anyone in his section, he gets to avoid Lerner Tien. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think very good opportunity for him.
Yeah,
Oh my God, you've sent the...
I have.
Okay, it's tiny. I've never ever seen that before.
Okay, no, you have.
Yeah, um, it's very 2017.
Do you feel very relate to this cat's essence?
No, I don't ever relate to cats.
Uh-huh. Well, I had a good time with cats this winter break, so I'm a changed person. I'm a changed
Oh,
man.
with Joni.
Yes, indeed.
We'll bleep that out. We don't want to dox her.
No one really cares. And
We don't want to dox her, and it definitely is her real name.
yeah, it's not a real name either, so that's good.
Stupid. Yeah, I'm coming around on cats, but I still think cats when they try and be funny, it's annoying.
Hmm. Yeah, that people try to make them funny. Yeah,
Mm. Anyway,
yeah.
in the next quarter. So wait, who do you have winning that quarter? Also Medvedev.
Yes, I have Medvedev through to the semifinals.
Medvedev Alcaraz semi-final.
Indeed.
Crazy.
I've been a while, but can happen.
In the next quarter, there are the likes of Musetti, Tsitsipas, Lehechka, Fritz, Menchik, Talon Griekspoor, Hurkacz, and Djokovic. Thomas Mahatch also in there. Um,
Yes.
I'm obsessed with this round one Mahatch Dimitrov.
No, it's really insane. Do you, I think I mentioned it. Do you remember that this time last year we were like super high on Andreeva and super high on Mahatch, and they both kind of let us down throughout the year after that. But Mahatch is indeed back on track, like he did win in Adelaide
Hmm.
last week, and I have rewarded these efforts with a big Mahatch prediction, which always work out
Hmm.
for the better. And that is to say, I do have him defeating Djokovic in the quarterfinals,
Oh, come on.
which will age horribly
Yes.
because they've played in at AO before and it ended up being Djokovic beat down. So
I
I
think it was
do.
last year.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what compelled me to do that, but I have done it. I am committing to it. So there it is.
Okay. I mean, I actually think this is a pretty strong section. Like, I'm impressed. I've got all my guys who are in like round three, I think you're all decent, and if a seed flops, you could make a quarterfinal.
Hmm.
I've got Lorenzo Sonego taking out Mazzetti and then Mahatch, and then making it all the way to the quarterfinals. The Mahatch one, kind of mostly because I'm very worried that she's just going to retire at some point or get injured. So like,
It
it's
is
not
very
based on,
likely. Yeah.
yeah, it's not based on the tennis. It's like I'll limit my losses by
Hmm.
having him lose to someone. I always overpredict
Yeah.
Sonego because he's got a huge game.
Yeah,
Um,
you're being smart, and I am absolutely not being smart, but
yeah, my heart
happens.
wanted Mahatch if that
Hmm. That counts.
helps.
To be
And
fair.
then I've got, I mean, I really nearly picked Hurkacz to beat Djokovic
Uh-huh.
in
I
the
can
fourth
see that for
round.
sure.
I think he was really good in the United Cup. I'm moved by the
Player of the year so far
yeah.
for me.
Uh, Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't think I lend that much weight to United Cup in that way.
Hmm.
But I can't think of someone who's had as many good wins, so I guess so.
Makes
Um,
sense.
Probably Sabalenka, but the expectations are a bit different.
And
Um,
even her didn't have that many good wins, I don't think.
well, she beat Mukova
Yeah, that's one.
and Kostyuk.
One and a half.
I knew you were going to say that. Anyway, I then I didn't do that because I thought I'm overrating her catch because of his United Cup performance.
Hmm.
Um,
He
I
tends
don't
to
want
be
to
worse
be.
at slams than the best of five as well. So
That is true. He is bad at slams. And I think Djokovic has beaten him like 7 times or something. So
yeah,
yeah,
probably.
I've got a Djokovic Sonego quarterfinal with Djokovic winning.
Mm.
Hmm. Any early round exciting matches there? Oh yeah, Dimitrov Mahatch, guys, tune in.
Yeah, if it is the last thing you do, just do check it out.
I don't know if it's the like I don't know if I would say that as the last thing you do, but
Hmm.
it can be good for many reasons. It could be short because they could all retire, or it could be exciting because they're all playing good tennis. So it's like a win-win, um, really.
Yeah.
In the next section, oh, the final section, there is people such as Shelton Humbert, who just won a title. He seems to always win titles but never ever be seeded. Um,
Oh,
Shapovalov,
I
yeah.
think like somewhere down the line we forgot about the another Player of the Year contender,
Oh yeah.
Sebastian Baez.
Why?
He won 7 matches in a row before losing in the final to Jakub Menšek, who he also, I think, kind of failed to mention at any point. So I don't know where he is in the draw, but he could do well.
Was by as a qualifier.
No, no, he suited.
No, no, no. I mean, for the tournament where he won 7 matches in a row.
He won. He went undefeated in United Cup and then made a final the week after.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
I know.
Okay, maybe he's coming.
Yeah.
If you're interested, Menchik is in the section with Djokovic and
Oh,
Mahatch and Fritz. I think he would play Hurkacz in round three.
Djokovic is not surviving this section. I'm calling it now. There are
Okay.
too many good players, which is wild because he usually gets PCZ draws. So I don't know. They messed up somehow.
You're such a hater.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I still find these guys to be like frailly good. Fritz is in here, but he's very injured, so I have him losing to Struff quite early on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can see that.
Because otherwise he would be in the little Mahatch Sonego sixth round
He would make
eighth,
the quarters only to flop to Djokovic if he did make it.
even with his injury.
No, what I mean is if he wasn't injured, he would make the
Oh,
quarters and lose to Djokovic. So
okay,
it's kind of good that he's injured.
right. You think it's more likely Djokovic will win now that Fritz isn't there,
Yeah.
or he is there, but he's
No, it is less likely that he would win because he would have to face someone who is in fits and who isn't traumatized by Djokovic.
yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, okay.
I think I said it was more likely that he'd lose.
I don't actually remember what you said, so
Okay.
you can just say it and I'll trust you. I'll nod and smile.
If only we were recording it so we could figure out what I'd actually said.
We could have the VAR. Is that how you say it? No, it's
Yeah,
not.
VAR. Going
That's
back to an
a,
official review, yes.
yeah.
Look, because there's what happens when yeah. people who don't watch football try and talk about football.
So far. So that's how you say it in French, to be fair.
Is it?
Yeah.
Le
We do say
VAR.
we are calling on the VAR to make a decision.
Okay. Um, yeah, in the next final quarter, there is, yes, I think no, did I list the names? No. Shelton, Humbert, Masters champion, Valentin Vachereau,
Right.
Shapovalov, Casper Ruud, who's pregnant. What's
Does
wrong?
this remind you of anything? Talking about VAR.
T.
It was when Goff was serving at Wimbledon against Kenin, and Goff's dad was like, T serve. He was like
Did,
this.
did she win the point?
I don't remember at all. But she lost the match, so it probably didn't
Yeah,
work
no, I
out.
remember it was
But he was doing spot serving, counseling, trying to be slick because coaching was not allowed. He was like this, and so many people like clocked it. It was so funny.
that whole no coaching nonsense was so stupid.
Mm.
Also, that I mean, that match was the catalyst for her being
Yes, it
good at
was.
tennis.
Yeah. Thank
Um,
God it didn't work out. This attempt at cheating.
mm. Yeah, Casper Ruud is pregnant at the moment, so he
Good on
might leave
him.
at some point. Um,
Do you believe that?
do I believe that he's pregnant?
No, do you believe that he would leave
Yeah, of
at a moment's
course.
notice?
Of course. The guys used to do it all the time in the Tour de France. He's not going to win, and he's like he doesn't really care that much anyway. If it were Djokovic or Sinner or
No.
someone like that, they wouldn't leave. But Casper Ruud, I mean, he's like 1 foot in the door anyway.
He might make the top 10 again this year. I don't know.
You think that's
Uh,
a? I don't think that's a huge goal for him. I think he would leave.
hmm.
I mean, or if not for anything else, like your girlfriend is going to be angry at you if you miss the birth of your child.
I say, I think he might tank. He might tank before the due date so that he can make it home.
That would be worse.
Hmm. Yeah, but no, actually, no. It would be even worse to be like, I'm in the fourth round, see ya, and leaving without playing. I think that's a bit worse.
No, because tanking is illegal. You don't
Yeah,
get the
but
you don't get the points. You're going to screw up your win-loss record.
he can do it in a sneaky way, and at least it ensures that someone else is going through that draw.
I don't think Casper's like thinking about what's the most altruistic way to go home and be there for the birth of my child.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think he's
Anyway,
gonna he's gonna win.
anyways,
You know what I actually think? I think the baby won't come until the tournament's finished.
that
That's
would
my
be a good outcome. So
I'm
then
sure.
he could actually win the tournament without worrying about it, which
Yeah,
sounds very likely as well.
yeah. The only thing standing in the way of Casper Ruud being the Australian Open champion is that he might have to leave to go have a
Hmm.
baby.
Yeah, and Yannick Sinner can also be a bit of an issue.
I don't think so.
Mm.
Hatchanov is also in here for some reason.
Hmm.
Uh, GMP opens against Baez, so that's a big match, isn't it?
Baez is beating the ass.
Do you think so? I put GMP quite far.
Oh, it's easily Baez. It's the one thing he can do is return serves.
Okay,
So it's giving 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 Baez.
okay, all right. I'll be tuned in for that then. I had that as a first round match to
Yeah,
watch.
it is pretty good.
Um, also, yeah, there's like a big section of youngsters towards Sinner because they wanted to give him an easy draw. There's
Hmm.
Darderi, Fonseca, Spizzeri, Nardi. Wu Yibing is back. I'm hyped for that because
Mm.
he was so electric and exciting and then got injured for ages, but he's qualified through.
Yeah.
Prismic, yeah, they really gave Sinner a lot of help with this draw.
He didn't need any, but yeah, Fonseca is good though.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a good point because oh no, he would play him in round three.
It's a first round.
Okay.
That's the one thing I
Um
know about this draw.
good. Yeah, round four's Ben Shelton. I've got Ben Shelton through. He could play Manarino.
Right.
I'm sure you remember this rivalry.
I do.
Oomph is always crashing out when it's happening.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing to have a rivalry with someone who's like 70 years older than
40
you and was never good
bold,
anyway.
can't hit a ball at higher than 20 mph. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. I've got Shelton against Altmaier in round four for the quarterfinals. I also did take into consideration Rude's pregnancy when I was doing this predictions.
So that does make sense.
And then Sinner against Alex Mickelson.
He's in
Yes.
form, Mickelson, kind of. He won the title now.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll take your word for it. There's so many of them. There's just too many of them.
In like Auckland.
Okay, fine.
Check a week ago.
Unseeded, but he's like fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he's decent. I think he's better than fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've got Sinner beating Mickelson to play Shelton in the quarterfinals.
I don't remember what I had about Mickelson, but I do have Shelton seen in the quarters.
Uh, you might have had Hatchanov there?
Probably not, no.
No? Okay. That section that could be Mickelson is Hatchanov, Mickelson, O'Connell, Bassavareddy, GMP, Baez.
Oh, it's probably Bayesen.
Okay, fine. You really went high on him.
Hmm.
So semi-final, I've got Djokovic against Sinner.
Yes.
You got the same. So we have the same four players.
I think so.
Wow.
That tends to happen on the ATP side, to be fair.
Mm, I think it's often like,
Actually, no, that's not true. I don't have Djokovic in the semis. I have Mahatch.
oh, cool. That's crazy.
I know.
I don't
I,
think
wa-
I can condone that.
I wanted to spice it up. So
Yeah, but I would have gone Hurkacz or something like that.
yeah, that's a smarter play, but I didn't
You
think about
didn't.
it deeply
You
enough.
did. Yeah. All right, cool. Who's in your final and who's your champion? Did you get that far?
Of course. My final is Sinner against Alcaraz,
Mm,
and my champion is Yannick Sinner. It matches my overall predictions from the other day.
okay. I actually have no idea. I can't remember mine at all. So, um,
You said maybe Djokovic once and Alcaraz and Sinner splitting two Alcaraz having two and Sinner having one.
mm, okay. Who do I have? I'm gonna have Alcaraz Sinner, and I'm gonna have Medvedev Sinner, and I'll have Sinner winning. Um,
Beating the last again in the final.
beating.
Medvedev.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That did happen the first time.
yeah. Throwing it back, and I think he's gonna come from two sets down. I don't think he is. I think he's gonna be straight sets
Yeah,
winning.
it would not be easy, I don't think. Yeah.
Medvedev might be back this year.
Never back enough to be two sets to love up against Sinner.
Oh, you're going full like delusional Sinner.
Thing is, I do think, if it's actually Alcaraz against Sinner, I would not feel any type of confidence about Sinner winning. But I guess if I had to like rationalize it, it's more likely that Sinner makes the final than Alcaraz. So from that point of view, he's a better champion prediction, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty um watertight logic.
Yeah.
On to the women.
Hmm.
Um, it got a bit crazy here because some women have already lost. Some women who
Yeah,
are
so
going.
basically the first quarterfinal, projected quarterfinal would be Sabalenka against Paolini, and every single threat that either of them could have faced before that projected meeting, the quarterfinal, has lost.
No,
So,
this can't be.
uh, oh, but it is, and it has
Clara
happened.
Towson?
Injured.
Oh shit. Wait, did she pull
Yeah.
out?
No, but she's injured. She
Okay.
pulled out of last week's tournament or whatever, or
Uh,
Brisbane.
Raducanu?
Um, Flopping like no one has ever flopped.
I don't
And
know.
even if she makes it tie, she didn't beat Sabalenka either way.
Yeah. Well, something's going to change at some point. And she beat that her opponent very handily
She
last
did, but
night.
that opponent seemed extremely weak. So
No, she's okay. Her name is I've been trying to say it all day.
hmm.
Sawang K. What
Yeah, good luck to her. Uh,
do you mean good luck to her? She's out
Good luck to her in
in the
future endeavors and tournaments.
I think she'll be good enough, you
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
Mboko also in that section.
Probably enjoyed. Probably enjoyed.
How did these people all get injured? It's like 6 days into the season.
She has already played eight deciders, so maybe that has something to do with it.
8 deciders.
No, I just made that up, but quite a
Okay.
few.
Okay, you can't be making things up like that.
Hmm.
Okay, so I am, and then Alexandrova also out, Kostyuk
Yes.
also out.
Yeah, those are like the two big ones.
Well,
Alexandrova can
Towson
be
being injured is a big thing.
yeah, I know. Alexandrova can be a threat to Sabalenka, and Kostyuk could have been a big threat to Paolini, so
Mm.
that's one thing.
So Jovic is still in there.
Yeah.
Paolini.
Hmm.
What are we
Yeah,
thinking?
she's like the most dangerous potential fourth round for Paolini, which is saying a lot, I think.
Okay, she's successful. She's doing well.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I hold no resentment towards her. I am just noticing the fact that this is in fact an extremely lucky set of circumstances.
are you feeling annoyed by that?
I am to an extent, for sure.
Hmm. Yeah. You know what we need more of in the
Hmm.
world is draw discourse.
Yes, I agree.
How easy was your draw? How lucky did you
Yeah,
get? We need more of that.
I'm getting into it as of today as well.
Cool.
Like I said, I am praying that Shantak gets the easiest draw in the world at RG. And I was quoted by a Sabalenka fan who went, her draw this tournament is already easy. And I replied by, the biggest threat Sabalenka can face before the semifinals is Jasmine Paolini. So,
She's a good player.
one good player. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see your point, but I think Paolini is not the best. I don't know. It's interesting where to go with her because
Hmm.
she
She
sounds weak, but she's actually
she
fine.
had a fantastic start. She played great last night.
Okay,
So
cool.
I do think now that she's very likely to actually make the quarterfinals.
And she beat her when Paolini was like number 72 in the world, and
Hmm.
Sabalenka was number two or number three. So
That's true. At Indian Wells, that did
Indian
happen.
Wells. It was Paolini's first ever top 10 win.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I didn't know that about Towson because I had her in the fourth round.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
Kostyuk, I had her in the fourth round. She's a
Yeah.
fucking snake. I think she
She
got
was
sick.
yes. No. She snapped her ankle.
Snapped.
Yeah. She
That's
was like first of all she served for the match in the second set and failed to do so and
I
lost the
knew that she
tiebreak.
had a match point.
Yeah, probably. And then she was serving to stay in that third set or something, and she snapped her ankle.
Right. Is that going to be a long time thing?
Probably a few months.
Okay, that's really bad.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Okay. Okay, well, I had a quarterfinal as Sabalenka Kostyuk.
Hmm.
Guess that's not
Same.
happening.
Yes, so did I.
So I think pretty solidly putting Sabalenka through to the semi-final, which is
Which I was going to do anyway, but yeah,
she's just
it's
rolling through these slams
yeah,
nowadays, though.
it's even more obvious after these events
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. In the second quarter, it's Goff's quarter with Andreeva, also Svitolina, Muchova, Venus Williams, um, Diana Schneider. This is also an easy quarter.
It kind of is, yes.
There's some exciting, like, unseeded players, I think, but no, like, really legitimate big threats.
Hmm.
In my round of four, I've got Coco Goff playing Emma Navarro and Krejcikova playing Andreeva. I think Krejcikova is the biggest threat there, I would say.
I think it's Andreeva.
Um, are we back on her?
Yeah, I am. Hmm.
Okay.
It's like with Mahatch. They fooled me once, shame on me. They will not fool me twice.
But they are fooling you twice.
Unless they don't.
Okay. So you're gonna not be fooled by believing in them.
I'm giving them another opportunity
Okay.
not to
So
fool me.
okay. Right. So in this scenario, they want to not fool you.
They shouldn't.
Okay. I have Coco losing to Emma Navarro,
Oh, which has happened before.
which has happened twice at slams.
At the US
So
Open. I don't know, not true, not true. At Wimbledon and at the US
Wimbledon and the
Open.
US Open, yeah. And like, okay, I genuinely believe last year was like a sophomore slump, as I'm sure the Americans and Emma Navarro would love to call it.
Hmm.
I think she's going to get back to a decent level because I do think she's pretty good.
She wasn't even terrible this year. She was just kind of back to her, you know. standard of
But that's my point. I disagree with that. I think her
uh,
standard is like
higher than that.
13th in the world, that kind
Okay.
of level. I see no reason why she shouldn't have a career that's like at its highest as good as Badosa's, but like with fewer injuries because she's
Okay.
far better conditioned.
Yeah,
She's
she's
very
fit. She's very fit. It's
she's
true.
very well conditioned.
Hmm.
Um uh so yeah, I think it's coming she's coming back this year. I have Goff losing to her. Goff my year-end number one.
Hmm. It's
I know we've
agreed.
got Krejcikova beating Andreeva. That feels like an obvious one. If Krejcikova doesn't lose in round one to Diana Schneider, which is a very, very losable match, I think she's
Hmm.
going all the way to the semi-final.
Okay, I do think it's Andreeva for sure.
Do you think Andreeva will beat Krejcikova?
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't know. They feel like that style of play doesn't work against Krejcikova.
It gets to a point where like Krejcikova has made too many slam quarterfinals and been incredibly mid at that stage. It has happened like 6 times. So I'm at a point where like I am fully predicting that if she does make it that far, and I am backing Andreeva's much superior form as well.
Okay, you're actually right because she gets to so many of them and has such bad performances that I actually forgot that she was there in the first place.
Yeah,
So you'll look back and be like, oh, Krajcikova made the quarterfinals of
of the US Open and
yeah.
was trashed by Pegulas. That kind
No,
of stuff.
the that one I remember because that was after the best match of the year.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that one I forgive, and a lot of them I do forgive because she sometimes what happens is like she'll
She
be
gets
off for
in.
like 7 months
Yeah.
with an injury. She'll show up at the tournament right before a slam and then go into a slam, and then it's like
Mhm.
incredible to even make it that far.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
true.
We'll see how she does here. We can. She'll fool
Hmm.
me for the ninth time,
Right.
and I have her beating Navarro
Okay.
in.
So making the final then.
No, that would take her to
Oh,
the semi-final.
okay, cool.
So a Sabalenka Krejcikova semi-final.
That would be very interesting.
In the next quarter, it's Pegula, it's Anisimova, Badosa, Fernandez, Madison Keys is defending champion, Ostapenko, Kenin.
Rybakina.
No, she's in the final quarter.
With Shantek, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the kind of
American quarter.
this is the throwback quarter, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Because it's got Kenin, Ostapenko, Keys, Badosa, Pliskova, Sloane
What
Stevens.
what set of players? They ruled
Yeah.
the
It's
late
very
2010s,
yeah.
which was a low bar to begin with, but yeah.
Yeah. I have Pegula losing in round two to McCartney Kessler, one of the best
Right.
players in history.
Mhm.
This is the year that Pegula gets washed. This is the year it's happening.
I always think so, but then she inevitably proves me wrong every single time. So I am not making no such call at this
Unless
time.
she's going to prove you wrong this time.
Maybe. Maybe.
Anyway, Kessler's great and can beat anyone, so I'll take her.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, actually, this does have quite an interesting set of players because there's also like unseeded players. Kenin is seeded.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
She scammed some 500 finals or
Did
something.
she? Wasn't that the year before last?
No, last year she made the Charleston final, which I remember because I was on a trip to Slovenia
Yeah,
and I was listening to the tennis podcast and they did cover this week. And that was
mm,
also the Monte Carlo week, which I
yeah,
remember as well.
yeah. No, I do remember this because she had like 7,000. No, someone else had loads of chances to beat Pagula
Hmm.
and didn't do it.
Schneider.
No,
Okay.
I don't think it was.
Keys.
No, it wasn't Keys.
Okay.
Actually,
Collins.
really not important because it's a random. Could have been Collins because it's a
Hmm.
random tournament
Yeah.
from last year. Uh,
Yeah. Oh well.
anyway, I've got in my round four Kessler, Leila Fernandez,
Hmm.
Noskova, and Anisimova. I think Noskova was excellent at the end of last year.
Yeah, she was. And even before that, if you remember when they played at Wimbledon, Anisimova and Noskova. That was almost a loss for Anisimova.
Do I remember that?
Noskova was bashing the ball like
Okay.
crazy. She was out hitting Anisimova, and Anisimova had to like gut it out, to like attitude it out, which isn't really what she's used to.
Was that the fourth round?
I think so.
Okay, because also I think they Noskova had a very tight match against Mukova in the US Open, which
Hmm,
was also like a kind of
true.
ugly, but like, which way is this
Yeah,
going?
Mukova beat her younger sister or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I have Leylah Fernandez in the quarterfinals against Anisimova.
Okay. I kind of want to call the upset here, the upset being Noskova beating Anisimova.
Yeah, I think that's a wouldn't be terrible.
I also don't know how often that is supposed to make it that far, but I guess she did kind of scam Washington last year, so maybe she can do it again.
Mm, yeah. I also, I mean, I have her beating Keys
Oh,
after
can
she
happen.
beats. I have her beating Janice Chen, Sloane
Mm,
Stephens, Madison Keys, McCartney Kessler. That's a Fernandesian run.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you saying Noskova?
Pegula beating Noskova, yeah.
Okay. So Pagula in your semi-final.
Mm.
Terrible.
She's good in Australia.
Is that the case?
I think so.
Okay. In the final quarter, it's the quarter of Rybakina, Bencic, Naomi Osaka's in here,
Hmm.
um, Samsonova, Kalinskaya, and Iga Swiatek. I remember that we didn't actually even mention Mukova
Yeah,
because
and I do have her doing things here.
do you? Oh, where is she for you?
First of all, I think I really messed up my actual prediction because I think I had Andreeva and Mukova, which I now realize can't actually happen.
Well, it depends
So
on what round it is.
in the quarterfinals, I did have Mukova beating Andreeva.
No, that's possible.
Okay, then I stand by it.
Okay. So you have Mukova in the semi-final
I do.
after she's beaten Goff,
Yeah.
after she's beaten Coco Goff.
Hmm. I don't know if you've kept up with the rumor mill, which announced to us that Mukova has an actual professional coach, which
Who was her coach before?
do you know?
Yeah, was that like some like old Czech guy or something?
Yeah, so not a real professional that we know about.
Well, I think
Um,
if you cared, you'd know who it was.
yeah, maybe,
Is
but
it not? He's Yuri
maybe
Vanek, maybe,
probably.
or is that a
Well,
player?
wasn't that the name of a dog? I don't know. That's the issue here.
Okay.
And she's been replaced by Sven Tennis, who follows some Mukova fans on Twitter,
Does he?
unprompted, yeah. It did happen, and they're not following him back because it's kind of funny.
This
Um,
is Andrescu's ex-coach, Sven Grodevald.
and many other great players,
No,
ex-coach.
but primarily Andrescu, who was the
Oh,
greatest of them.
fair enough. Um, yeah, and also Mukova and Gav did practice, and Gav seemed very frustrated by her own inability to return the Mukova serve. So if we add up all those elements, I am trusting Mukova to make the semifinals, yes.
If we add up all those elements, which is that like she's got a new coach that we just have now decided to trust, and they played a practice set where apparently Coco was getting annoyed,
Yeah,
but we
I don't know.
ignore the head to head.
Uh-huh.
We should just use those important pieces of information.
Yeah, I don't actually know if Mukova even won the practice set. I just saw videos of her failing to return the serve and looking frustrated. So like, ooh,
Okay.
that seems interesting.
I'm gonna add a little amendment. Yuri Vanek, the name I pulled out
Oh,
of nowhere, is Kvitova's husband.
it could have been him.
It could have been him. You know, there's
For all we know.
yeah. I think it was a Yuri.
Yeah, like I trust that.
Okay, so you got Mukova in the semi-final.
I do.
Okay,
Mhm.
I think that's a crazy call. Anyway, back onto the fourth quarter. Um, I've got who have we got in the round of the fourth round?
Mhm.
I've got Rebecca against Bencic, who maybe I'm hesitant now to take her because
Benchit should make it, I think.
I know, but she always should make it,
Yeah, it's true.
and she always doesn't. And
Yeah, I mean, she
I
made
think
it,
Elise Mertens
made
is really good.
she made it
Like
last year, sort of. Oh, but Mertens did push her to a third tiebreak, so maybe we shouldn't feel that confident about Benchit.
mm, what was that in the United Cup?
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Yes,
that's like
the player who pushed her the furthest is Elise Mertens.
yes, and I think I always stand by this. Elise Mertens is better than people realize.
Sure.
So I could very easily see Mertens going through
Yeah, same.
that match. I've gone a little bit crazy on the in the other half, which is taking Eva Lise to make it all the way to play Iga Swiatek in the fourth round.
So United can repeat then.
Yeah, exactly. And
Much of the
also,
year so far, some people are saying. Not
it's
me, but some people are saying it.
I wasn't saying I definitely wasn't saying that.
Okay.
I wouldn't be saying that.
Mhm.
They also played in round 3 or 4 of the US Open last year. No,
It was the Australian Open.
was it when Lise was a lucky loser?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. We're back. Who do you have
Yeah.
in that
Higa
matchup?
was beating on her back then because she was still playing well. Um,
Exactly. And Lise was
so
like three.
yeah. And a lucky loser, which does have loser in the name. Uh,
Also
anyways,
lucky.
true. You do need to be lucky to win. Lucky and good. That's a good combination. That's what Sabalenka is, but that's not what Swiatek is. At the moment, Swiatek is unlucky and bad. And
I don't think
the,
she's I don't see unlucky. I don't see unlucky
this draw
for
fucking
Ego.
sucks, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, bro. So, and I do have Naomi Osaka beating Iga Swiatek in the fourth round.
you've made this draw to like get my hopes up. Just when I got to the point in my life when I'm like able to be rational
Yeah,
enough that I say a sick Naomi Osaka is losing to Eva Lise and shitty choking Mukova is losing to who do I even have her losing to? Navarro. And you've gone all the way and
yeah.
said they're going both into the semi-finals.
Hmm.
Or Naomi's just the quarterfinals.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true.
And she's
Uh,
losing to
she's losing to
the most
who?
overrated player in history.
Rybakina. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, well, to each their own. I guess it is your draw. In what world? I actually genuinely think. I think Naomi's lucky that her and Iga don't play more often because I think that would be an ugly head-to-head.
I can see that. Yeah. I
I
mean,
think
to
it
be
would be
fair,
at her lowest. I think Iga would still beat her.
oh, I thought you meant in the other way.
No,
Uh,
obviously not.
the thing is, um, Iga has been really, really bad against anyone who is even remotely good in the past several months,
Well, since when?
since Cincinnati.
Right.
She got smashed by Anisimova in the US Open. She
Yeah,
got beat
after she made it to what was it, the semi-final? Quarter-final?
quarterfinal.
Mm.
And
So
then
so she didn't play anyone remotely good up until the quarterfinals where she played one of the best players in the world.
she had a decent run against Alexandrova. She played, that was the one match where she was good at the US Open.
Mm.
And then in Beijing, she got bageled by Emma Navarro. That did happen.
Oh, I loved that. I remembered that.
Mm. And then in Wuhan, she played, she got demolished. I am measuring my words here by Jasmine Paolini. And then she
What was
showed
the
up
score?
6-1, 6-3 or some bullshit. And then she played the WTA finals where she beat a nod of salt, Madison Keys, to begin with. And then she was up a set against both Rybakina and Anisimova, and then went on to lose both matches. And then she showed up to the United Cup where she got demolished by Goff and taken apart by Bencic in 3 sets. So all that to say, she's not beating anyone remotely good anymore. At the moment. At the moment.
That's not quite my assessment. What
Oh.
that says to me is that like towards the end of the year of a like slightly confusing year in Asia where I don't really like I don't think she cares about that much.
Hmm.
She doesn't have like a history there or anything.
She played great in Beijing in 23.
Yeah, it was a little bit. an ancient history there, fine. But whatever. I don't know, it's just a weird it's such a weird time of the year where like certain people look at their peak and certain people
Mm,
look quite far from their peak and certain people look like they don't care. Like it's just a confusing. I'm not going to take too much on that. And the same with the WTA finals where it's like I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into it. I
yeah, the
think
thing.
she will be fine. I don't think there's a, a like I don't think there should be quite so much dread. I think she would still beat Naomi. I also like do see her losing to someone like Rebecca, who, as you know, I think is a very overrated. But I think in this form with this like climate, she would lose that
Hmm.
match. I still think she'd beat Naomi. I still think she'd beat Cocciaretto, Ivelisse, Sigmund, Kalinskaya, Buskova, Bencic. A lot of these players in this draw. Bear in mind, this is Bencic with normal Bencic, not Swiss Bencic anymore.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So where do you have Shantek landing then?
That's a good question because I've got her and Rebecca in the quarterfinals, and I actually
Yeah.
haven't written in yet. But I don't want to put Rebecca in the semifinals because I think that would be overrating her.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take Iga in the semis.
Choices were made.
Yeah, choices were made. I'm gonna have her to lose the semis, but I'm
Mm.
gonna have her in the semis.
Okay.
And then I'll take. You know what? I'm doing Sabalenka beating Krejcikova, Anisimova beating Iga, and
Okay.
Anisimova winning the title.
Right. So you are being, very the tennis podcast coded.
Oh, why did they say the same thing?
They can always do, you know?
They always pick Anisimova.
Yeah. Because they think Matt should dye his hair blonde to celebrate Anisimova.
So I think this concept of always is like quite a short term always.
The past three slams, yes.
Yeah, which I think is I was an Anisimova before this gimmick.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Um I I, I thought she was going to win it all in 2022.
Hmm.
Anyway, I think it's her time and I think as I said 4 slams is too many for Sabalenka and I feel like players or no, sorry. It's enough. I think players once they get to there enough they start finding things coming in their way,
Hmm.
if that makes sense. I do think like
It
kind of
does.
the world naturally settles where it should settle. And as much as it might look like right now Sabalenka's on course for something like 12 or something like that, which everyone would agree is far too many for her, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I think it'll ease back down. She might finish with 6 or 7.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my pick. What about you?
Um, so my pick would then be Rybakina beating Karolina Mukova.
In the final.
No, 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 in the
Okay,
semifinals.
okay. All right.
And then Sabalenka would beat Mira Andreeva in the semifinals.
You have
Oh,
got to start looking at the draws because those players aren't in the right place to do that.
right, that's true.
You
No,
said Mukova
okay,
plays
okay, okay, okay,
Andreeva.
okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah. So Rybakina beats Andreeva,
They're not in the
right?
same half. That would be a final.
Rybakina beats Mukova. No,
Again,
that's
she's in the
that's
section with Andreeva. Here's people
no.
Rebecca can beat in the semi-finals. Rebecca can
Okay,
beat Pagula,
okay. Yeah,
Anisimova,
never
Noskova,
mind. Yeah, Pegula, Pegula.
Pagula,
So Rybakina beats Pegula, and then Sabalenka beats Andreeva.
Andreeva, who has beaten Mukova.
Yes.
Okay. And then in the final?
Sabalenka then beat Rybakina in the
Right,
repeat of
okay.
their 2023 epic.
You believe that's happening.
Sort of.
Again, that would be just the what are we second finals rematch on the WTA since like Kerber and Serena played each other.
Probably, yes. That
Yeah.
seems to be true. Oh no. How many times did Halep and Serena play? Only once?
Yeah, just once.
Okay. Then yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
because we did this
Oh.
stat last year where Coco and Sabalenka playing each other in Roland Garros as the first
Oh.
rematch. This would be the second.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so that's what I have.
Okay. Well, may the best player win.
Which is Sabalenka, to be fair.
No,
I
no.
think kind
I
of know
meant
what.
between us.
Oh, yeah. Which, to be fair, yeah, I think Sabalenka is like a 65% favorite.
On
She's,
the tennis
she,
abstract,
no, in my mind.
in your mind. Okay.
According to Subtract, she's like a 35 or something, which is already pretty great.
Mm.
I think she's as big a favorite as Iga was at RG in her prime, which is now over, by the way, probably.
I would have to disagree with both of the things that you just said, and I think
Mm.
you have to stop being so dramatic.
Okay.
By the way, I noticed something that I thought would be interesting to ask. I'm just going to get it back up. It's ELO related.
Mm.
Hold on. Let me just. Um,
Did you know that Rebecca was number two according to Elo?
yeah, because people, whoever scams the WTA finals, literally scams it. She scammed it and then she
Yeah,
scammed it. They just go boosting up in ELO,
yeah,
where everyone's like, I don't
it
fucking care.
is it is the best tournament to rack up Elo points if you're
Yeah,
going
it's
to undefeated.
ELO stat padding.
Yeah.
Um, okay, here I have a question for you. Maybe I asked you this before.
Mm.
Of non retired players, do you think you can list the top, let's say, 15 in peak ELO on the women's side?
I can try. So first is in fact Iga Swiatek.
It is, in fact, not. This is non retired, not necessarily
Oh,
active.
it's Venus Williams.
No, it's not. I don't know why she's not on there, but she isn't on
Oh,
there. I think
it's
she might be.
Azarenka.
It's Azarenka, yeah.
So it is Azarenka. I actually think that's wrong. I do think Venus has a higher elo pick than Azarenka. I'm actually certain of it.
I trust that. I'm on Tennis Abstract right now. Don't look it
Yeah,
up.
it's because she's not on the active list right now because she never plays tennis. But
Well,
if
she
you,
literally just played yesterday.
yeah, but she's not playing enough to be included in the elo rankings. But if you were to check out the top 128 elo players ranked by elo, she's number 16 and her pick is like 2,400, which is
Okay, fine.
far better than Azarenka.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah,
so,
sorry. This list includes only those players who have completed 10 or more tour level
mhm,
blah blah blah
yeah.
matches. So yeah.
So all that to say, if we do count all active players, then Venus is first, and then
Okay.
Azarenka is second at like
Mm-hmm.
2,325, or yeah, something like that. And then it is Iga
Yeah,
third,
then.
and then it's Sabalenka,
Hmm.
and then it's Goff.
No.
Who the fuck could it be? Is it Rybakina?
Of course not. Should I tell you the year? You might be able to.
Yeah,
2021.
Barty. She retired.
She's
Krejcikova.
no.
Who was good in 2021? Pliskova.
No.
No. I am speechless.
Yeah.
Sakkari. No.
The
Uh,
concept of that.
no, I don't
Shall I give
know.
you a clue?
Yeah.
She had a very long win streak that some people disputed because there were like quite a few walkovers in there.
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry,
Yeah.
Leo.
Then
And then Goff.
no.
Rybakina.
No.
I'm doing recency bias. Kuchikova.
You're not doing recency bias because it needs to be more recent.
Oh, who was doing well this year? Um, Anisimova.
No, think about big win streaks against good players.
Big Rulo. Mukova,
You're
Mukova,
joking. You must be joking when I say that.
Mukova.
No.
But that does count. Keys.
No. This is
Svitolina.
this is not good, man.
I don't know. Vondusova.
No.
Samsonova.
Is this a okay? Let's move on. I want you to try and get the next one.
Okay. Oh my God.
I'll tell you. Okay, no, I'll give you a clue. It was March of last year.
Yeah. March of last year, who is doing well? Andreeva.
Yes. Okay, after Andreeva.
Jesus. Dendorf.
No?
No,
2019.
Bencic,
No.
Vitolino,
Think 35K.
Andrescu.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know,
Okay.
right?
Um, okay.
And now you may guess this lady you've trying to guess for ages.
Goff,
Yes. And then, yes.
Rybakina.
And now the reason I actually asked, I think this, not this one is, this one's fairly interesting. The one after that is interesting.
Jesus Christ, man. I used to be better at those because I was doing actually tweets ranking those players. But I haven't done that in a few years since the top 128 dropped. Um, so then, Zheng Qinwen.
No.
So then, Madison
This was
Keys,
this was in 2018.
Sloane Stevens,
No.
Ostapenko.
No. Ostapenko never was winning like that.
Probably not, no. In 2018, who was doing well 2018, man? Um, what's this person's current ranking?
Um, they pretty decent. 12.
Queen Bencic. Oh, she's
No.
10th. We're obviously not Googling that answer right now.
No.
Svitolina.
Yes.
I did say it before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but not at the right time.
Okay, fine.
Um,
Then this is the one I'm interested in, and the reason I made you do this whole exercise I thought was going to be faster than this.
my bad.
It's
Mukova.
okay. No.
Um,
On currently on hiatus.
Pliskova. No, she's back.
No, she's off hiatus.
Yeah. Current ranking then? Highest, I guess it means Azarenka.
No.
I
Peak year
already
was
named her. She was number two.
Azarenka's number one, technically. Peak year was 2022.
Jabber.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? She's higher than like, yeah, Bencic, Keys, Pagula. Anyway, that is the reason I was looking at this the other day and I was just surprised at how
Yeah, okay.
good her
My bad.
2022 was.
My bad. No, it's not surprising she made two slam finals. And
Yeah,
one
but so
medal.
did like Anisimova and Paolini and all this kind of stuff. So it's
Yeah, it's that good too, I guess. Well, that was torturous, but thank you for doing this.
torturous. Okay.
Bringing awareness to, you know.
Yeah, and also the great Ons Jabeur.
Yeah, so who do you have winning then?
Which
The women's.
I saw Anisimova.
Um, okay.
Who do you have winning?
Sabalenka.
Yeah, okay. We did this part already.
Yeah, who is a 70% favorite, according to my own estimations.
Oh, you've just added 5% onto that.
35% more so than Elo predictions.
But
I've
you said 65% and you've in like the
oh
last 8 minutes you've upped that to
oh my
5% to
bad. Yeah, yeah.
70%.
Yeah, she's like, as big a favorite as Iga was in Otachi.
You said that and I disagree.
I don't know why you would. She's as good at AO as Iga was at Otachi.
Well, no, because
She
Iga
lost the
was on
final.
a
Yeah.
yeah.
And Iga should have forfeited if certain events aligned last year.
Mm, exactly.
You think
So,
that as well? Yeah.
do I think that? Well, there's
If
certain events being like if she'd won the match.
no, certain event being if the
Oh,
roof
the
was up.
roof event. Yeah,
Mm,
the roof.
yeah.
Yes.
Probably could have won in two sets, if not for the roof.
Okay. So you must be very confident in Sabalenka.
Yes, I am, absolutely. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
And
I
all
think
that to say,
that's
yeah.
shocking. I like I think it will be a really long time before anyone, men or women, is
Mm,
as favored at a slam as peak Iga was at Roland Garros.
mm. I wonder if Elo backs this up, and it probably does, to be fair.
Mm.
Actually, it probably, no, it would say that Sinner and Alcaraz have been bigger favorites at like Wimbledon and AO as
Yeah,
well.
they're sharing it, right? There's never been someone as
Oh, that's true,
yeah.
actually. That's very true. What the
I,
hell? Okay. Your
I
mind.
think like the 2022 Iga. coming into that. Even 23.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we don't even need to go there. That was
Yeah, she's yes, she was a queen of clay tennis once
yeah,
upon a time.
exactly.
Maybe
You
she could return to her throne if she plays in the right way, which at the moment she's in. Oh, can I do an ego update?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So for a few days, we heard rumors that she was injured, like that her knee or foot or some bullshit was injured. Something that prevented her from moving quite as well as she would want to. But then that was debunked by her physio on Twitter and by other people who started practicing and was like, no, she was moving fine. All that to say, I thought that was something that made a lot of sense and would go a long way to explain why she was playing the way she was. But as it turns out, she's not injured. And so she's practicing, which is good. She's practicing very badly, right? As reported by many fans on site. And so, yeah, that's the situation we're in now.
So she's not injured.
She's not injured, just playing badly.
Just bad.
Mhm.
Just bad. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that should give more hope.
Should it?
Yeah, because you can always an injury is an actual physical um
Hmm.
hamperment.
Yeah, but if you fix it, then the issue is not your tennis. You can just go back to playing good tennis.
Yeah, but that's if you fix it. And like if it's an injury, a lot of the time it only
Mm,
will fix with time.
mm,
You
yeah,
can
maybe.
things like tennis form, and also if it's about game plan and approach, you can just change it like that. I mean, she could
She's not good
she.
at it, but yeah,
Hmm?
she's not good at changing her approach.
I understand, but even in that Rebecca match in Roland Garros, she was getting completely destroyed, and then she
Mm,
literally between the sets changed her approach and won the match and turned it around. So it might seem like
mm.
it doesn't go
At the
quite
moment,
easily, but
it's
there
like
could be a match that happens with.
at the moment it's like the other way around. She starts decently well. Started well against Rybakina and Anisimova at the finals. Started well against benches. Started not that bad against Graf, honestly. And was in decent position in all those first sets. And she won most of those. But then they would like fight back or something. And she would give up her approach and get destroyed in the latest two sets. So we'll see if that happens.
Okay, we will see,
Mhm.
as Sam always says.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. I am looking forward to it. I will say yeah, as I mentioned, I'll be watching in small doses if it ever, if only if it makes sense with my sleep schedule, which for instance last night didn't really make any sense. I barely watched anything last night.
Mm.
I watched a bit of Diallo and Zverev because I thought something might be on its way, but I was let down cruelly.
Yeah, I actually am finding the time zones kind of fine. I know we're not in the same time zone, but they're like having a little
Yeah.
bit to watch before bed and then going to sleep, waking up. I think as long as they schedule it so that the good matches are at the end or right at the beginning,
Mm.
and there's a big chunk of crap in the middle. I think there was a lot of stuff I wasn't that interested in the middle of the order of play last night, so I was happy I got to watch what I wanted to. So
Yeah.
we shall see. I hope that they are not scheduling Osaka and Mukova for like 4 a.m. UK time. Please
Yeah.
don't
I
do that.
mean, they have Sinner and Iga playing at 3 a.m. each of them on Mondays and Tuesdays respectively, and I will not be there for either of those matches. So I
Mm,
wish them lots of luck. But yeah,
I'm sure they'll be fine.
crossing my fingers for people listening on audio only.
All right, that is that.
Yeah,
Yeah, let us know your predictions about the Australian Open, I guess.
yeah,
Any
your
any
faults.
thoughts, expectations? I'm looking forward to it, but as soon
Hmm.
as Sabalenka gets rolling, I think I will be
Tune
unlooking
out.
forward to it
Yeah.
because
Are you
I
getting tired of the Sabalenka domination?
I just don't I just want people to win the amount that I think that they should. So
That makes sense.
it's not necessarily about domination because obviously like Alcaraz and Sinner are equally as dominating.
Yeah.
They have each other, fine, but I'm on board with it because I think that they are both, 16 slams good.
Mm.
I push back against the Sabalenka
Yeah.
thing. And also like, oh, you're so fucking good, good for you. Why couldn't you have just beat Kyrgios then? Like,
Yeah. I am also a bit disappointed that Mukova doesn't have her number anymore.
Yeah.
That makes things more fun.
How many losses has she had? Is it just one or?
Recently, just the one, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I was thinking like I think she's saving it for AO.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mukova only ever beat her in like epics, and now she's losing in straight sets, so that's a bit
Yeah,
concerning.
yeah, because Sabalenka can bring that level no matter what. Mukova has to be right place, right time. I'm getting my
Yeah.
body right for it, and I think put them in a Australian Open semi-final. I still trust her to take it three, and we'll
Mm.
see. I think I just hope that yeah, like what happened last year, players played well. Namely, Keys, I guess, was the one who was like not expecting
Hmm.
to play well. I just hope each big tournament we can have someone else playing well, so you can at least get a good match against the eventual champion. But I
Yeah.
think Anisimova is going to be good this year. I think Goff is actually going to be pretty good this year. So yeah,
I do think Mukova will do well as well. Anyways,
yeah, you
uh,
mentioned.
yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening. Looking forward to talking to you. We hope we can upload this in like a timely manner, maybe before round two is over or something.
Hmm.
That, also, that I'm putting Charlotte on the spot because I'm also not doing the editing at the moment. So sorry about that. But yeah, we are looking forward to hearing from you. Shout out to the people who have said that they had missed us, missed the pod, and were encouraging us to bring it back. So that's people on Twitter mainly. Our good pal Josh and Tom. Yeah, shout out to them.
Canadian Josh.
No, British Tom Jones, actually.
You said
Uh,
Josh.
I meant Tom Jones.
Okay.
And Oscar, of course,
Yeah.
our good buddy, who we'd love to have on the pod some of these days. That's not putting any pressure on him. I just, yeah, I'm sure he would be honored. Anyway, thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you very soon.